Boredom, Watson, is my greatest enemy. My mind craves stimulation. A puzzle, a problem, a mystery.
Oh, well, perhaps you should try this new game I read about in the Strand. It's called 20 Questions.
Oh, please.
Oh, well, I should think it'd be right up your alley. You see, one fellow tries to deduce what the other fellow is thinking by asking a series of no more than 20 yes or no questions.
Oh, very well.
Oh. Now, first you must start by asking me whether it's an animal, vegetable, or a mineral.
Well, which is it?
Animal.
Was he arrested for grand larceny in 1832?
No.
William Shakespeare.
Good Lord, Holmes!
Simple, Watson. Child's play.
Oh.
I need a real challenge.
Well, would you like to try charades?
Oh, here, Watson. What do you make of this? Someone dropped it outside our door this morning while we were out.
Looks like Daffy Duck, old man.
Yes, but what of the person who dropped it? You know my methods, Watson. Apply them.
Oh, well, I see. Deduction. Yes, quite. Well, I should say the owner of this was a child. No more than 10. And there's an inscription. Made in Hong Kong. Ah, yes. A small oriental child with bad teeth. Yes, quite.
Very good, Watson. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Only one problem.
Huh?
You're wrong.
Wrong? Well, what do you make of it, old man?
Quite obvious, I should think. The owner of this candy dispensing device is a tall, balding fellow wearing a colorful polyester jacket, melon-colored trousers, and white tennis shoes, size 10.5, I should say. He's holding a rolled-up piece of paper in one hand, and he's about to knock on that door.
Oh, good heavens. Come in.
Hi, I'm looking for Sherlock. Hey, my Daffy Duck has head. I didn't know if I dropped it here or lost it on the merry-go-round.
Don Limbo, I presume. I'm Sherlock Holmes, and this rather befuddled-looking fellow is my assistant, Dr. Watson.
How do you?
Hey, Sherlock, I saw your ad on TV, and I thought you might be able to help me with a mystery we've got down at the drive-in.
Make yourself comfortable. Pardon the decor, but Mrs. Hudson is having the parlor painted. Now, what about this mystery?
Well, I've got it all written down so that I don't forget anything. You mind if I read it? It'll only take a minute.
Go ahead.
Well, it all started last week when two customers at the drive-in were sitting in their car watching the movie. Gee, Edwina, I'm glad you agreed to come back to the drive-in with me.
I'm glad you asked me. What? That sounds like the baying of a hound from hell.
Well, maybe it's just a bitter and booming.
A what?
No, I think you're right. I think it is a hound from hell.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just somebody's lost opso.
Well, let's hope so. I left in the face of danger. Roll up your window! Roll up your window!
It's Cujo!
And this thing's been terrorizing the drive-in ever since.
Quick, Watson! The game is afoot!
I love it when he says that.
Awfully long, dark hallways for a drive-in, Limbo.
Thanks. The couple that was frightened by the hound are right in there.
Fine. We'll take it from here.
Gee, Edwina, I'm kind of nervous about meeting someone as famous as Sherlock Holmes.
I thought he was a fictional character.
Well, that's what I used to think about Cujo.
Hello. I'm Sherlock Holmes, and this is my assistant, Dr. Watson.
How do you do?
Now, I want you to tell me all about this incident. Leave nothing out, no matter how trivial it seems, for the omission of even the smallest detail could mean the deaths of many innocent people. Now, just relax and tell me in your own words.
It was a big, big dog.
Yeah, and it had us trapped in the car at the drive-in until 4 in the morning.
Just like in Wake Up Little Susie.
And now I think we have to get married.
My deepest sympathy. But about this dog, just how large was it?
Well, it was really big.
Well, as big as Snoopy?
Oh, much bigger, much bigger.
Bigger than Pluto?
Oh, yes.
Good Lord, you don't mean as big as Marmaduke?
Yes, that big.
Holmes, we're dealing with a monster.
Quiet, Watson. We don't want to alarm the dweebs.
Dweebs?
Obviously, you haven't read my monograph on American slang terms for social outcasts. They're dweebs, geeks, wimps, nerds, goobs, spazzos.
Weenies.
Quite right, weenies. So, we have a drive-in, a huge hound, 2 frightened customers, a concerned owner. Put them all together, and what have you got?
Bibbidi-bobbidi-boop.
Quickly, young man, hand me that dictionary. Thank you. Let's see. Cloud, cloudberry, cloudburst. Here it is. Clout. Fear not, my good weenies. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery just as soon as Dr. Watson wakes up. Watson, our next step is to interview the employees of the drive-in.
Oh, surely you don't suspect any of them.
I suspect everyone. At this point, we can only eliminate the impossible. Once you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth.
Well, even if it's very improbable?
Yes, no matter how improbable.
Well, I mean, if it's extremely improbable. If it involves aliens or Elvis or Bigfoot's love child, perhaps.
Well, all right. Not if it's that improbable.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear on that.
Hiya.
Oh, hello, Ray.
Good Lord, Holmes. How did you know his name was Ray?
For God's sake, man, it's written on his shirt.
Oh, well, it's not so very clever then, is it?
Oh, I see you've already been out on the grounds. Down by the monkey bars, I'd say.
Holmes, how did he know that?
I can tell by the dust on your shoes. Obviously, you haven't read my monograph on classification of drive-in gravel in True Detective.
Have you read it, Holmes? Have you? Huh?
Watson, why don't you go check the lost dog notices in the Times?
What? Oh, a capital idea. I'll do just that. Very well.
How did you get a monograph in True Detective? I've been trying for years.
Oh, simple. I just included some pictures of girls in their underwear.
Brilliant. So simple, I never would have thought of it.
Hello? Well, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Inspector Lestrade. Or I should say, dog catcher Lestrade. How have things been since you were demoted?
Well, I prefer to think of it as a transfer. Listen, you may have cracked that Baskerville job, but Scotland Yard assigned me as dog catcher on this case, so just stay out of my way, Holmes.
I read about that Baskerville case. Yeah, I had it solved by page 13.